Johansson. Novak, come in. Great. That's just great. It's too dark there. I wouldn't see a thing. The door is held firmly closed by the hydraulics. I can't force it open.
Novak to Powell. Come in.
Finally. This is Powell. I read you.
Listen, I'm injured. It's really bad.
What is it?
Man, it's bad. Just get to the cockpit as fast as you can.
Okay, hang in there. I'll be there in a minute. It controls the door. The hydraulics are under pressure. If I could release them somehow... It's stuck. The computer must have tried to close it according to the atmosphere containment protocol when we crash landed. I hope the hull is intact. It's empty. I broke it open with the wrench and released the valve. Wow, that does look nasty.
Right. Listen, we need to get this rod out. The suit's medtech has sealed my wounds, so I'm alright for now. But you will have to patch up the holes in the suit after you've removed the rod. You'll need some glue for that, I guess.
I think we might have something in the cargo bay.
Hurry up, alright? And everything shut down after the crash. So I read it. Tried to get the power back online and reboot the mainframe.
I'll get on it.
I'll monitor your progress on a helmet cam. Radio me when you need help.
Thanks, Novak.
That's still captain to you.
Yeah, make me say it.
Just get to work.
I don't want to pull the rod out before I find something to seal the suit with. I should operate the other screen. The touch panel has no power. There's a small crack behind that bulkhead. Looks like the hibernation chamber is leaking fluid. I'll have to check back here later to figure out what's wrong with the system. It's the engineer's hibernation chamber. Looks like poor Johansson didn't make it. I should have a second look at him after I manage to open the chamber from the medical room. It's too dark there. I wouldn't see a thing. It's too dark up there. I wouldn't see a thing. There's no terrain data. The door is held firmly closed by the hydraulics. I can't force it open. The panel doesn't have power. I need something to power it up. This control panel seems to be fine, except it doesn't have power. I don't want to damage it if possible. I need to use something with power in it. That won't open it. It's empty. It's the tube that supplies the chamber with the fluid and electricity. Maybe I should check it closer. I've unscrewed the tube. There's an adapter piece underneath it. To use something with power in it. Looks like the hibernation chamber is leaking fluid. I'll have to check back here later to figure out what's wrong with the system. That won't open it. That won't open it. It's too dark up there. I wouldn't see a thing. Room. There's no terrain data. That won't open it. It's the main power conduit that channels power to the rest of the ship. It seems to be offline. It has a safety switch that shuts down the power going through it to prevent the user from getting electrocuted. The main panel got loose, and it activated the safety. I won't be able to tighten the screws with that. There, I've tightened the screws. Wait, that should have turned off the safety. and the conduit should be humming with power. Several cables seem to be loose. They must have been torn down when we crashed, and most of the conduits are fried. It's beyond repair. The ship has very little power, and the reactor is offline. I will need some extra power to start it up again. That has no power in it. That has no power in it. The middle engine looks fine from the outside, but you never know. We'll ultimately find out when we get off this rock. Johansson, our late engineer, used to use the top of these cabinets as a work desk. They're full of his stuff. That's not going to seal the suit. I don't want to pull the rod out before I find something to seal the suit with. The wires are too short. I can't wind them into a transformer. The panel is functioning perfectly, thanks to the batteries in the doll. I don't want to throw that in the other room. I've screwed the panel back on, but the safety switch is still on, and the conduit is making crackling noises like a badly tuned TV set. The right engine is shot to hell. There's nothing else there. I can't use any of that stuff. I don't even know what they're good for. That has no power in it. The engine doesn't need that part. I don't even want to try to repair it. It's beyond repair. That has no power in it. That has no power in it. That has no power in it.
Maybe a good smack on the top of the power conduit box in engineering will help.
Initiating bootstrap of mainframe. Warning, main reactor offline. Currently operating on auxiliary power.
Finally. Bad job, pal. Computer, determine cause of course deviation.
Course compromised due to an extreme gravitational anomaly.
Specify source of anomaly.
Shockwave regression analysis places source of anomaly on the second planet of the Beta Cygni system.
Specify our current location.
Beta Seat, me too.
Wow, we're on Deadrock? The Deadrock?
Looks like it, yeah.
Well, that's just fantastic. Of all the inescapable places in the galaxy, we had to end up here.
I admit, it sounds pretty bad.
No, this is way worse than bad. We're on the one planet that no one's ever returned from. Even the UN has declared this place off limits.
Well, you're right, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Computer, damage report.
Main reactor offline. Engine 1 and 3 offline. Hibernation chambers 1 and 2 offline. Hibernation chamber 3 non-functional. Hull breaches detected in cockpit, medical room and cargo bay. Carbon dioxide concentration in ship exceeding toxic levels.
Wow, that's all?
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Yes, it is.
No, listen. We might have a chance to get out of here after all. We still have one engine intact, and the thrusters seem to be working too. But you need to see what's wrong with the hibernation system and seal those breaches. Go and check the CO2 filter in the med room. It hurts like hell when I try to move, so I'll just stay here. But I'll try to scan the planet's surface for life signs.
I should take a sample of that and try to figure out what's wrong with the hibernation system. I can't carry a sample in that.
Opening hibernation chamber 3.
It's a status report on the hibernation chambers. It says there's a malfunction in one of them. If we can't fix the hibernation system, there's no point in even taking off. We wouldn't survive the voyage without hibernation, even if we go to the nearest star. It's circulating the air and working the CO2 filter at the same time. I'll have to shut it off from the cockpit to get a look at the filter behind it. I should present it with something to analyze. It's supposed to be an examining table, but Johansson used it as an extension of the desk when he ran out of space while working on one of his experiments. But it's surprisingly tidy now. There's a syringe inside. This is where I found the syringe. It's an access panel for the life support system and the power grid.
Analyzing sample. Please stand by. No living cells found in sample.
Did you get that, Novak?
Yeah, it looks like the nutritional fluid is shot to hell. It must have been the extreme gravitational forces. We'll have to replace the fluid somehow.
Have you seen all the sand out there? I doubt there's anything living on this Deadrock. I think I get the name now.
That doesn't really help us, you know. But I've been able to scan the surface, and I found another vessel that has crashed. It's not too far.
Were they caught in the same crap we were?
How am I supposed to know? I don't even know why we crashed. I detected no life signs, so it must have been a while ago. Anyhow, you'll have to visit that other ship.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I've been unable to jumpstart the reactor. There's just not enough juice. But the computer says that the plasma injector is fried in engine 2.
Damn. It looked like it was okay.
The good news is that the other ship is emitting a standard military distress call. So it's probably a military ship, which means compatible parts for us.
I never thought that one day I'd actually appreciate your enthusiasm for all things military.
See? Anyways, see if you can find some replacement for the hibernation fluid, and a spare injector for the engine. And we'll need some extra power, so take that anti-fuel cell from engineering with you, if you haven't already.
Is that all?
And get me a cheeseburger while you're at it.
Okay, pal out.
Large fries.
Pal out.
Diet Cola.
Knock it off, you stupid son of...
I heard that.
I know. Now let me get to work. I can see something inside the drain, but I can't reach it with my fingers. It's too deep down. I don't want to put that there. That turned off the ventilator in the medical room. The ventilator is running again. The readout says that the carbon dioxide levels in the ship are too high. It's a universal adhesive that uses nanotechnology. This baby fills up holes and cracks like nothing else. The nanobots inside distribute the material so it's absolutely airtight after it is cured. I'll need something to carry it around in. No use climbing it. The upper walkway is blocked as well. The containers are blocking the way to the back of the cargo bay. They must have fallen down during the crash. I can't move them by hand. It's full of fine leather jackets. That's no use. I don't want to light that on fire.